He's just a man I saw around town, smiling, happy all the time.
I used to see him out town waving and he used to love people, and I think he was a lovely fella.
I think that he was an individual who doesn't care what other people thought.
The recent passing of Geoffrey Brindley, also known as Bradford Jesus Man, on Monday the 24th of August, prompted many in the city to come out and tell stories of just how much he meant to them. In no time after news of his death was reported, the internet was swarmed with tributes and memories. His value to the city is shown clearly by the campaign to create a statue of Brindley and the fact £2,000 plus has been raised towards the funeral costs, and there is even a website dedicated to him.
I had a number of messages from people that use the site who sent me a message saying that he'd chatted to them and mentioned about the website, and from what I gather, he was quite happy with it. I think it goes back generations. He's been walking around Bradford for quite a few decades. Most people who you know in Bradford would they'd know who he is. If you mention Jesus Man or Holy Joe, then they would know who he is. And he's just a friendly face. He smiles, he waves, and people know who he is. And I think it's just one of those things. It's a part of Bradford that's going to be forgotten, really. It's a shame.
At the age of 33, Geoffrey reportedly walked out of his job in a factory to receive a message from God. For the next 50 years, he walked the streets of Bradford smiling at all and offering his wisdom to passers-by.
He came and had a cup of tea at our house in the early 70s, about 75, when we lived in Manningham, and said he was just on his way up to Backrend.
I definitely think he'll be missed. I personally feel that everyone kind of knew who he was. He had this aura about him, so to speak. I feel that there is going to be kind of a gap in Bradford because he has gone, and it's just that significant figure of someone and it just makes you realise that there is positivity going on in Bradford, and he was one of the people that kind of started that revolution, so to speak, of that you can just be who you are, and even though he was religious and Bradford Jesus Man, you can be this person without religion, and you can just go about your daily life with positivity and helping others.
Among the tributes, there have been calls for a road to be named after him, and even a rap video has been made in his honour.
Round with a smile on his face for the whole 21 years, yeah, that I seen him. He was a driver, survivor, he wasn't fiending. He was just passionate in what he believed.
So after all these tributes, there's calls for Geoffrey's funeral to be held at Bradford Cathedral, where a book of condolence lies. As you can see from the pages of tributes, although Bradford Jesus Man may have gone, he most certainly will not be forgotten.